I'm going to teach you how to make a thermal sensitive metal Oculus like this one here. Alright, okay, so first off I'm gonna place this code on deactivate. Let's start with a new one here. So for starters, the elements you're going to need from Rhino are a simple point and these two Petal designs, which I will leave a link to download in the description. So to start off, let's go and get ourselves a point. Let's add that in there. Next up, we're going to need a rep or surface, however you see fit. Select one, and let's copy and paste this one and select the other, like so. Let's put these down here. Okay, so let's start off with the point. So first off, let's get an XC plane here, like that. Good. Now let's get a polygon. We want to get a one like this here. Next up, we need to explode the curves of said polygon. So let's just do that. Okay, and create a list so that we can isolate one of the curves. Yeah, that one right there. We can now hide these. Not going to need them to be completely visible. Next up, we're going to need to get a middle curve. Let's put that there. And we're going to need also to get some endpoints, like so. Okay. Beyond this, we're going to need to get ourselves a plane origin. And we're going to plug this one in here and copy and paste this one, and we're going to place the endpoint in there. Okay. Now to fill these out, we're going to need to get a rotate plane. And let's place this up here. We're going to need to connect this one to this one here. Let's change this angle to degrees. And let's get a double dash 120 as a value. Place it in like that. Okay. Right, okay. Now we simply connect this one in. 1 and 2. Okay, that's good. Looking good. Okay, so this is going to be our first group, so let's just close that into a group. Make our lives a bit easier. Now for the first petal, let's go ahead and get a rep deconstruct, like that. Let's get ourselves a list item. List item right there. Okay. Oh, yeah. Get this in there. Let's get another one so we can copy this one, copy and paste. And we want to get the edges into this one. Okay. Let's get a number slider at about 3. And now we need to get ourselves a deconstruct plane. Actually, pardon me, a construct plane. Yeah, not a deconstruct plane. And let's get this value into our X value and this I value into the O. Okay, good. And now we're going to need to get ourselves an orient plane and get this value into this one and this one down here into there, and of course our main geometry going in there, like that. Perfect. Okay. We can hide these because they're just gonna create a lot of noise. We can hide these like that. Okay. Also hide all of these because they're just going to mess up our drawing. Alright, so now we can copy all of this code. I mean, first off, let's just make a group of this one, then copy both. Control C, Control V. Let's push them all the way down, and now let's simply change this code here and this code over here to get this exact result, and change this value into this one, like so. Okay. Yeah, we have now our two petals here already looking pretty good. Now for the next step, we're going to need to get an exploded curve. yeah, we're going to start up here, and then we can go back down. Let's get ourselves a list item. Get ourselves in here. Let's bring out a few more elements, so 1, 2, and 3, so a total of 4. And now let's get ourselves a flip curve, place it in there, and let's get ourselves a tween curve. Place the A in here, place the B in there. Yeah, the exact curve we wanted. And now we can get an evaluate curve. Evaluate curve right in there. Do not forget to reparameterize. Odd word to say, of course. And now we're going to focus on one of the main points we need here, so a 0.075, which will also be our maximum value. So open up your slider and simply change the top value to 0.75, like that. Okay. We can place this in here. I'm going to push this one down here because we're going to need it later. Beyond this, let's see, we need to get an STL line. Let's get the point in here. And now we're going to need to move a bit back. We're going to need a deconstruct plane. Right there. To which we can connect this value here and get the necessary direction of Z up here. Okay. Add in a plus value, so addition, like that. Let's add in the addition into here and add in a +1, like that. Let's just open this up, and then we can place it into here. Yeah, like that. Perfect. Alright, okay, so moving on. Now we can place in a move command or translation. We can add our L in there and pick up on our point and place it there. Nice. Next up, we're going to get ourselves an arc, an SED arc specifically. Next up, we're going to have to get a negative value. Place the T there. Connect it down to the D, right? And then we pick up on this P value on the point, and then we add it into the E value. And to end it off, this one goes in here. And yes, we have the necessary arc for our curvature. Moving on, we're going to need a flip curve once again. Add it in there, like that. And now we're going to need to get ourselves some middle elements, but before we do that, let's select all of our elements here and then just make another group out of it, because we're going to need it later, like so. And let's see, we're going to need to get a few middle elements in here now, which are the STL, once again. We're going to need an extrude to give our shapes a bit more of an extrusion. We can connect this one in here already. We're going to need to get our z-axis for the direction. Once again, we're going to get our point for our starting point here. And let's give it a thickness of 0.005, so basically half a centimeter. Okay. And we can get our geometries from the back here. Connect it into there, like so. Okay. And once this is done, we can now do we can copy this entire group and simply replicate the same strategy, but for this part down here. So I'm gonna just switch this one for this one. I'm gonna get rid of this one, and I'm gonna click on this and simply add to the group, like so. Gonna push this one back, get this one back here entirely. Okay, all seems to be running smoothly. Next up, we're going to start focusing on the bends, but before we do that, we need to review these points here. So this one here is correct, so is this one as well. Actually going to push this one up further a bit, like that. Okay. So now we need to connect both geometries. So this one here goes all the way there, and with your shift you can join it there. So now both of them have a level of thickness which we need. Afterwards we need to dispatch into two separate bends. We add in the bend a command, we can duplicate that. So A goes in there, B goes in there, and now we just need to add in this like that. Yeah, there is the first bend, and the same thing in here, like so. Really nice, really nice. And to top it all off, we're gonna need a polar array. Let's just join both of them in there. Oops, a bit off. But to fix this, all we need to do is to go back to our central point, right there, and then simply bring it in from here, all the way to the polar array. Okay, looking a bit better, still not good enough. And then we tap in the /6 like that, and simply add it in there, and we should get the optimal shape. Next up, you want to pick up on all your previous components and simply go Control Q, and yeah, that is basically how you set up your basic Oculus. Okay guys, hope you liked this small tutorial. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe, and I hope to see you back here next time.